Joining us now, the British ambassador to the United States, Karen Pierce. It's good to have you back on the show. And I guess I'd like to start by asking about the Queen's legacy in terms of how it impacted this special relationship.
The Queen was a great admirer and friend to America. She often spoke about a common heritage, a kinship, but she'd always go on to speak about the values that we both share, about freedom, about democracy, about the way we've chosen. The Queen never wanted to lecture other countries, but she did want to draw attention to that freedom-loving common law heritage that both Britain and America had chosen. And she would often use the word chosen. She met 13 of the last US presidents. In fact, she met everyone except Lyndon Johnson. She paid visits to the US. She's been here 6 times. She was a great admirer of the Kentucky racing stables, but she was also saw Britain as an absolutely stalwart friend and ally to the United States. She'd visited Mount Vernon. She's visited a large number of places in the US, and we have been overwhelmed by incredibly kind messages right across America on her death.
Ambassador, it's Catty here. I was very lucky to be at the last Kentucky Derby when she was there, and it was wonderful to watch the crowd enjoying the racing. There was very little that the Queen enjoyed more than racing and horses. It struck me over the years that I've lived here, watching American presidents kind of make the journey across the pond to go and meet the Queen at Buckingham Palace, and there they go, wielding, you know, all of the hard power that comes with being president of the United States. They command the biggest military in the world. They have the most money in the world, the richest country in the world, and yet they turn up at Buckingham Palace and they meet the Queen, and they go kind of, you know, my only best description is they go kind of jelly-kneed. And it was so fascinating to watch president after president meet this increasingly frail, you know, diminutive woman and sort of gushing over her. How have you watched it, watching presidents go to meet the Queen and being sort of completely won over by her?
I think I have very much the same reaction as you, Catty, and what you and your colleagues were saying earlier about your memories of her. I think are experienced by most of the British diplomats around the world, especially those of us lucky enough to meet her. I think the point about the Queen is that she embodied both the human and the personal, and the epic and the heroic. And when you meet her, it's like you're seeing a living representation of Britain, of the UK, of the Commonwealth. And I think world leaders who do meet her, and not just US presidents, of course, you're very conscious that she had been on the throne for 70 years or whatever it was at that particular point. She was there at the founding of the United Nations. She was there throughout all the wars that were fought in the decade. She has embodied the British national spirit in good times and in bad. And certainly for me personally, when you actually see her in person, all of this comes flooding into your consciousness. So, as I say, it's both human and epic at the same time, and I think that's very unusual.
Ambassador Karen Pierce, thank you very much for joining us this morning.